We would have to discover a new Saudi Arabia every 10 years to meet oil demand. Think about that. A new Saudi Arabia every 10 years? That's not gonna happen. It simply ain't gonna happen.
Today, we're seeing the creation of a brand new DNA for the automobile.
By the time of 2030, we'll have had a paradigm shift in the entire construction of the automobile.
I know that we are witnessing a convergence of revolutionary technologies.
Look down the highway, and you'll see the cars of the future. They are unlike anything you've driven before. They are unlike anything you've seen before. High-performance electric sports cars. Fuel made from water. And the propulsive power of air. How cars think and how they will be fueled will challenge everything you believe an automobile to be. This is Future Car. It's closer than you think. The future of fuel is coming from many directions. Cars that run on farm crops. Cars charged by the sun. Cars that actually clean the air. Engineers that have discovered how to make hydrogen right at the pump. And electric cars that accelerate faster than a Ferrari. We'll never stop driving cars. So what happens when we run out of gas?
I see a time in the near future when we will gradually wean ourselves away from gasoline and use a mix of fuels, biofuels.
I think biodiesel is cool.
Hydrogen.
The only byproduct would be water.
Hydrogen electric.
Electrical engines fueled from the grid.
Hydrogen solar.
Powered by over 3,000 cells, this car runs entirely off the power of the sun.
A car that even runs on air.
The future of fuel. Take a deep breath.
The world is running out of gas. But fortunately, there are many fuel options beyond petroleum, which is a good thing because there will be no shortage of drivers.
There are many, many steps that need to be taken in different directions.
Truth is, we're hooked. How did we get this gas addiction? Gasoline existed before cars did. It was a simple byproduct of making kerosene. And now, forget it. We can't get enough.
I'm Dr. David Cole. I'm chairman of the Center for Automotive Research. We often take gasoline or diesel fuel for granted.
Gasoline is the greatest single source of power in the world today.
These fuels are extremely power-packed in terms of the energy content.
Power, felt in the moment the spark ignites that mist of gas in the engine. Truly explosive and exciting.
In the automobile engine, this mixing of air and gasoline is done in the carburetor.
Gasoline technology gave us the throttle. The direct process of pouring fuel into the burner to make the wheels move faster. For some time now, it's been all about throttle. Opening up the throttle has given our cars undeniable muscle, addictive speed, a roaring engine, and the surge of your personal freight train. Designers still create cars that embody that power. Even the young designers of tomorrow look to the muscle era for inspiration.
My name's John Owens, and I'm passionate about driving. And my vision for the future is all about the driving experience. It's open air.
It has a 105-inch wheelbase, which is very similar to the current Corvette.
These kind of characteristics of what muscle cars will be in the future, they're going to take on a different form.
Previously, designs like this would include a big block V8 to send you racing. But future cars will be fitted with new technologies to satisfy our throttle addiction. Because inefficiency is sending the internal combustion engine to the nostalgia bin. Most people don't realize what happens to all that fuel and all your money once it enters your tank. Only about 25% of the air-fuel mixture becomes usable energy. The remaining 75% is transferred from the engine to the environment in exhaust, which is filled with carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide and monoxide, sulfur dioxide, even formaldehyde.
Extraordinarily powerful chemical.
All over the world, people are leaving the gas can behind. At the most recent Challenge Bibendum, hundreds of the world's car designers and engineers gathered in Paris to showcase the many fuel options available today. Parading their own alternatively fueled automobiles. Some ran on biofuels, some were hybrids. There were electric cars, hydrogen cars, and beyond. All of which have considerably lower emissions than gasoline, and many of which will be passing you on the highway in a few short years.
It is very clear for everybody that we're not going to go from an oil-dominated world to a hydrogen-dominated world, at least in the next 30 years. That's impossible. But what we will get is even better.
These cars run the gamut of fuel possibility.
We have fuel cell cars, we have electric cars, we have hybrids, we have highly advanced internal combustion engines.
A taste of the broad scope of fuel choices in your future.
It's not one technology against another. It's really a set of people who really believe that we have to change some things for the future.
Buongiorno, mi chiamo Rocco.
Rocco Rossinelli was there to demonstrate the science of hydrogen fuel cells.
The car is based on a carbon chassis.
Gilles Dot came to Bibendum to show just how gorgeous a powerful electric sports car can be.
Can beat in acceleration any Porsche or Ferrari.
Another electric car had the same claim.
The acceleration is better than in a Porsche. Guten Tag, my name is Felix von Borg and this is Oscar, and I believe I'm in the car of the future. It's a car that runs without any oil or gas, only on electric energy. What you see here is the electric inverter. Inside, we control the electric power of the drive, we charge our battery, and we make the power for the lights.
This little commuter has a high-speed electric drive motor that hits a massive 25,000 RPMs.
That's like 4 times higher than your internal combustion engine.
All these examples demonstrate that for the first time ever, there is no one silver bullet, no single answer to the future of propulsion. The fact is, your car may be fueled differently than your neighbor's. But this diverse future of fuel has to start somewhere, and it's already beginning on the farm, with biofuels. The chances are good that you're already using them, which is why the road to the future may be lined with farmers, wealthy farmers. The oil sheiks of tomorrow just may be the farmers of today.
Next year, we got to grow more corn. Distill it, you get corn liquor. That's ethanol.
Ethanol fuel is a renewable fuel source that we are able to take from a number of different sources.
Like corn or sugar.
Internal combustion engines aren't going to go away overnight, so we're going to see pathways where these engines continue to get cleaner and continue to get more efficient and use alternative types of fuel. Today, ethanol is getting a lot of attention, as it should. There's excitement about ethanol created from corn and from sugar.
That fuel itself is able to be combined with gasoline in some cases up to 85%, which you'll hear as E85, or even in some applications, even up to 100% or E100. This is an E85 flex fuel vehicle. In general, it's the same as a basic gasoline engine.
Today, most gasoline we buy is already E10 or 10% ethanol. But there are also more and more stations offering the much lower-priced E85. What would it take to make your car run on that?
But from a parts point of view, it's a little bit over $100 inside the vehicle.
$100 in simple hose and filter replacements. Add some labor to adjust your computer modulator unit, and your family car has entered the future. With no shortage of power, by the way.
Dragsters have been running ethanol for many years.
So if it works for dragsters, why not pour it into Europe's most muscular future car? Born to run on 100% ethanol.
One of the exciting things about the Aero X is that it looks like this over-the-top